I'm Mary Radnofsky. To have a life worth living, people with dementia need support. I have Benji, my medical service dog. He helps me stay connected to people and live more confidently and independently for as long as possible. I take certain medicines that help minimize the symptoms and slow the disease, and I get a small amount of financial support for being disabled. That gives me some access also to some social services. But I couldn't have realized what I needed, what I wanted, and what's my right if I hadn't first gotten a diagnosis of what was wrong. So now I want the truth from everybody, especially my doctors. Not lies, not silence, just the truth. No one wants a degenerative disease or disability, but if it's been in my body for years, wreaking havoc on my relationships and judgment, my temper, my memory, my work, my finances, and I want an explanation for the chaos. So for me, the diagnosis of dementia was a relief. It explained my confusion and my forgetfulness, the emotional changes, and it showed me that it wasn't a flaw in my personality, but rather a serious neurological disease. Now I hope that maybe my friends and loved ones will be able to support me and understand, despite the myths and stigma of the condition of dementia. Currently, the media portrays dementia as a scary modern-day plague, so the public is naturally afraid of it, and even sometimes of us. Doctors know that dementia isn't contagious. It's caused by different neurological conditions or trauma. And it progresses slowly for the most part, sometimes over decades. Yet doctors still hesitate to give us the diagnosis. But I want the truth because I have a life that's still worth living, and I need help planning and timing and making the rest of my life as fulfilling as possible. So here's the truth. You may start to forget things, facts and figures. You may get disorganized. But you're still human, and that means you're much more than the sum of your knowledge or experiences, whether you remember them or not. You're a unique person who still cares and feels and laughs at certain jokes, cries when you're sad. You want to share joy and give and appreciate kindness. You still see beauty, and you can still make beautiful things. You still perfectly understand the concept of friendship. And you know, as much as your friends are important to you, you want to matter to your friends too. You also know that at times it's best to just be still and quiet and think about how you want to be living your life. You intuitively already understand that different things are important and that you have a life worth living. Now, there isn't anything scary about dementia that isn't already scary about life. People wonder what's going to happen in their future all the time. What comes next? Well, no one has the answer to that. We have a hand in it, and we can try to make it as good as possible. We all need help once in a while, though. But we're resilient, and we make decisions and then wonder, uh-oh, how am I going to get through this? Well, the answer is that some of us already have. So let us help you. We'll do it together. In practical terms, if you lose your speech or your hearing, we'll help you and your care partner learn to use nonverbal cues. There are also electronic supports. If you can't read anymore, we can use read aloud applications. If you can't tolerate noise anymore, you can block it, of course, but you can also learn to communicate and relate to people in the environment using all of your other senses, sight, touch, taste, whatever. There are tools to help you live better. And don't worry, it doesn't matter if you forget names or places. You can still relate to people just the way you are in the present moment. You can still love people and let them love you. You're still a whole person. And there's a lot to love about a person that has nothing to do with cognitive abilities. You already know that too. You're still human, even after being diagnosed with dementia. Now, you may need time to get used to the fact of having a disability. I did. But the sooner you do, the sooner your family and friends will too. And that's important because you've still got a life to live and you're the only one that can do it. Now, we want you to help discover the best path that's best for you. Let your friends and family and other people with dementia help. It'll take time, it's a journey. A friend of mine always used to say, find joy in the journey. And even when it's hard, you can, and you can still have the best times of your life. Let's do it together. Thanks.